Hello, hello, good morning. Good morning out there. Happy to join you here from Victory Fields. Excited to get to lead you into practice. My name is Kat. I do want to make a few announcements first. So tonight we're having class at 6. It's not televised, it's with Kelly. It's a flow yoga class. It's going to be outside. If there is heavy rain, we'll move it inside the studio, but either way, we will be here. So we hope you can join us. Also, tomorrow night at 4, so that's Thursday night at 4,
No,
there's
at
a...
6.
At 6, pardon me, thank you. At 6, there is a pop-up yoga shred, and that's with Caitlin. You don't want to miss it. It's not going to be televised, broadcast via our social media platforms. So the only way for you to experience that program is to come here and be here with us. Like always, our classes during the week are at 8 a.m. We also have our weekend classes at 9, and those are done through Facebook, and we have our Saturday at 4 o'clock as well. And that is not done through Facebook or through Instagram. So again, you have to be here in order to enjoy our classes. If you feel it in your heart, we're also accepting donations through our Venmo, so please feel free to reach out. We wouldn't be able to do any of this if it isn't for you, so we appreciate your graciousness, and just know it's really appreciated. So we're going to get ourselves into a really comfortable position. Whether you choose to be lying down on your back or seated, just get yourself into a place where you can close your eyes and just allow for the outside world to start to come into your inside world. As you open all the doors and windows of your senses, just notice what it feels like to release some of the cobwebs. To be able to take a deep breath in and to let that breath go. Giving yourself a few more rounds of sighing breath. Notice what it feels like for that breath to stretch you from the inside out. And what it feels like for you to just find freedom, a little voice in that sigh. And one more time, deep breath in. And let it go. And invite yourself to find some stillness and some inner awareness. As we slowly start to become the observer of this moment, there is this invitation to see things from within, to notice things that we might not notice if we're so rushing around from moving, from waking to the day. It's this offered simplicity to just connect to the breath, connect to the body. And to just find simplicity right here and right now. As you scan your body, you might notice any tenderness, sensations that pop up. And see if there's a way that you can send just a little bit more breath and awareness to those areas. What in your body needs soothing? Relaxing the jaw, let the shoulders just slide away from the ears. Let there be this sense of length that happens through breath. And maybe as you're finding this stillness, this sweetness of the moment, invite just the corners of your lips to lift. Notice from inside that spark of inner joy. Or even when it feels dark and alone, inside of us we can create our own happiness and joy. It all starts from within. Slowly taking a deep breath in. And let the breath go. And one more deep breath in. And let it go. If you're lying down on your back, I invite you to slowly make your way into a seated position. If you are already seated, just start to move your head, neck, and shoulders around. I always love those primal motions and movements at the beginning. There's not this choreographed positioning we have to get in. It's more of, what is your body saying to you right now? And you might notice as the body slows and gets faster and moves, you might start to become aware of the mental dialogue that goes in. Anytime our mind gets really busy, just connect back to the breath. Start to bring your hands to your shoulders, let them loosen up. So right here in this moment, which is pretty special, there's this little bunny that's right by us that's just nibbling away, going the opposite direction. And it's funny because the world just goes on around us. And if I didn't just open my eyes to that, I would miss out on the wonder of this sweet little thing that's just joining in on the practice today. Dropping the right hand down, root that left hand up and over towards the right side. So as you do that, I want you to see if you can press down into the left side of your hip, press down into your right hand, and then just slide that left shoulder back. Notice what it feels like. Relax the jaw. Now take a deep breath into any of those tighter sensations. And let the breath go. Inhale, arms up, and then we're going to bring that left hand down onto the earth. The right hand can shoot up and over to the left side. Slide your shoulders down and back away from the ears. Again, as you press into that left hand, root into the right hip, and then slowly start to slide that right shoulder down and back. Wiggle your toes. Notice the hips might be tense. Take a deep breath in and out. On your inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. Make two fists, circle it out. Maybe as you do this, you find your own little dance. So maybe there's the shifting of the body side to side, the shaking out of the hands. And we'll slowly make our way into our tabletop position. So as we come into tabletop, you might spread those hands open wide like you're high-fiving the earth. You might come into more of a tented position or a fisted position if you have blocks. Blocks can be quite wonderful for you to get a little bit more stability as well, protecting the wrists. We'll find some cats and cows. So as you inhale, start with the tailbone. Only lift the tailbone up, and then notice the belly starts to lower. The chest opens to the front of your mat, and then I want you to let the front of your arms face the front of your mat. So those elbows are trying to face towards the back, and maybe the gaze looks up or stays neutral. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis, round the back, push it up to the sky, look down, chin to chest. Inhale, tailbone lift. Imagine it's a rolling wave, belly lowers, chest opens. Relax the jaw. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis, round into it. And just two more times, finding your own natural flow. Close your eyes. Tune into the sensation of breathing, of moving, of letting these muscles slide around. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Let the big toes touch. Knees can open as wide as it feels comfortable. As you settle yourself down into your child's pose, Maybe you use your hands as a flapjack style, stacking one on top of the other, forehead can rest. Or you can make two fists. It can feel quite nice to have support. Support is a sign of wisdom and not a sign of weakness. Sometimes we think if we can't push ourselves as hard as we go, then we're missing out on something. But can you start to focus in? Does your body need to push or does it need to pull back? And that can go in either direction. Notice, is it ego that drives us or that sense of inner curiosity? They might look the same, wear the same hat, but that intention underneath it all is very different. So what brings you here today? Notice what it feels like for your breath to stretch that whole upper back up to the sky. Can you take in as much breath as you can? You know, Yogi Bhujan says a deep life has deep breaths. A shallow life has shallow breaths. And I've said this before, I'll say it forever. It's not because our breath is going to change our life, but it is that awareness, the capacity to take in more. Are you taking in more? Give yourself one more deep breath and know that you can come here anytime you need to. Sometimes it feels good to luxuriate in being soft. Sometimes it feels good to push. Extending your arms towards the front of the mat. If they're not there, I want you to press yourself up, tabletop position. From here, we're going to step that right foot back and over to the left side. I want you to look over the left shoulder. We're going to shift forwards and backwards a few times. I always love doing this for a couple different reasons. One of the reasons is, as you shift forwards and backwards, you can start to feel where you're tender within your wrists. And that gives you more insight with how you can move your body. In yoga, we take a lot of non-weight-bearing joints and make them weight-bearing, like anytime you do, I don't know, a plank. So it's good for us to know how we can adjust our bodies, because it's only you that can fix what needs to be fixed and to tune in what needs to be tweaked. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to curl that right knee over to the right armpit. Inhale, step it back and over to the left. As you exhale, curl it in. And two more times. Inhale, step it back, follow the foot. Exhale, curl it in. And last time, inhale, step it back, look over the left. Exhale, curl it in. Now drop down onto the left elbow and then start to circle out the right knee, going in as big or as small of circles as it feels comfortable. Wiggle the toes. And just focus on your breath. Relax the shoulders. Notice, are they holding on? See if you can relax the body parts that don't need to be doing work. And then stack the right hip on top of left. If you ever do that three-legged dog with that stacking of the hip and it doesn't feel good on hands and foot, this is a great alternative for it. And then slowly release the right knee down to a hover. On your inhale, that right knee is going to sweep up towards the right side. As you exhale, lower it down nice and slowly. As you inhale, lift it up. Shins parallel to the right side of your mat. Exhale, lower it down. So as you do this, lifting up that leg, squeeze both glutes, especially that left, especially that right. So that means both. Lower it down. Two more times. Lift it up. And lower it down. And one more time. Lift it up. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, kick the foot out to the right side. Pause. And then lower it down with control outside of the right side of your mat. As you do that, walk your hands, come up into gate. As we come up into gate, if this feels uncomfortable, you can always open up the knee into more of this position with the foot facing away. Reach those arms up to the sky. As you exhale, right hand down, left hand shoots up and over towards the right side. On your inhale, tuck the pelvis. Use your core, arms lift up. As you exhale, left hand down. Take and shoot that right hand up and over, bicep close to the ear. Take a deep breath in right here. Now, as you exhale, curl the right knee, right arm in towards each other. Inhale to stretch, exhale, curl. Inhale to stretch, exhale, squeeze. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Reach and squeeze. Now reach, plant that right foot down, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, lift up tall. As you exhale, hands down to the ground. Shift the weight forwards and backwards a few times. The inside of the right thigh might feel a little bit tender. So instead of trying to beat ourselves down into it, just kind of work into the range that feels right for you. When it feels like you're getting a big stretch, maybe pause. Take a deep breath in. And then out, lift to come up. And then bring that right knee next to the left. Maybe even wiggle the hips a little bit. Notice the difference between right to left. We're going to do this on the other side. So take that left foot, step it back and over to the right side. And again, shift forwards and backwards, pressing into the left heel, shifting to the balls of the feet. We got to stretch at the bottoms of our feet. Really important. Foot health is important. Now pausing where it feels comfortable for you. Really look over that right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, curl the left knee over to the left armpit. Look at it. Hello. Inhale, step it back and over to the right side. Exhale, squeeze it in. 2 more times. Inhale, step it back over to the right. Exhale, pull it in. And last time, step it back, look over that right shoulder. Exhale, curl it in. Get dramatic with your motions. Now release the right elbow down to the ground and start to circle out the left knee. Relax the shoulders, wiggle toes. Think about how you maximize the breath, especially in positions that feel like we're twisted or tight. Notice what it feels like for you to take a luxurious breath within that. Now slowly releasing the left knee down to a hover. On your inhale, lift it up all the way you can towards that left side. And exhale, release. You're going to feel this in both of those glutes. So lift it up, squeeze those abs in too, might as well. And release it down. 2 more times. Lift it up as high as you can and lower it down. And last time, lift it up, hold it right here. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, kick that left foot over to the left side. And then slowly plant the foot outside of your mat. Come onto the right palm. Walk those hands back. Arms reach up to the sky. As you exhale, release left hand down to the leg. Again, notice, does it feel better to modify the leg in any way that feels right for you? And maybe you try something different that I didn't explain. Why not? Be creative within these parameters or do something all on your own. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, you're going to bring that right hand down to the ground. That left arm is going to shoot, bicep gets nice and close to the ear. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, curl the left knee and elbow in towards each other. Inhale to reach and exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale to reach and exhale, squeeze it in. And reach and squeeze. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Last time. And squeeze it in. Now reach. Drop that left foot down. Tuck the pelvis. Use those oblique side muscles. Inhale, torso comes up. As you exhale, hands down to the ground. Shifting that weight forwards and backwards a few times. Relaxing the neck, the head, the shoulders. And we'll slowly pause for a second in the lowest place that feels comfortable for you. And then pressing yourself up, tabletop position, placing left knee next to the right. Spread those fingers open wide. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Pedal through the feet, bend one knee, bend the next. Shake out the head, yes. And no. You know, noticing these life distractions, they happen at all times. Whether they're good distractions or bad distractions, the point is they come to teach us how to find the moment. It's just another gateway back to the here and now. Give yourself one more deep breath in and out. Slowly bend those knees, walk feet towards the hands, come into your forward fold. As you come into forward fold, find any variation that feels right for you. Elbows on top of the thighs, shaking out the head yes and no. We're coming into ragdoll, grabbing on opposite elbows. Even if you want, just bending those legs, straightening them, getting the backs of the legs to find that coaxing open sensation. And then we'll slowly take our time, bend those knees, and round up to standing. As you round up to standing, reach those arms up to the sky, and then bring your hands to your heart space. Notice what it feels like for you to be pressing those feet onto the earth. Notice the beating of your own heart. Notice what it feels like for you to arrive. On your inhale, open up the arms into a T formation. As you exhale, bend the knees, round the back. Inhale, open to a T formation, broaden the chest, exhale to round. And one more time, inhale to open and exhale to round. Arms up to the sky, inhale, reach them up, and exhale, sink into your chair. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the pelvis a little bit. So there's this awareness of pressing your lower back away from you and zippering up the midsection. Press into the heels, balls of the feet. On your inhale, stand up tall, reach up to the sky, and exhale, chair. Inhale, press into the ground. Squeeze those quads at the top, and exhale, chair. 2 more times. Inhale, stand up tall. And exhale, chair. And 1 more time. Reach up, grow. And exhale. This time, hinge down all the way. Once you find chair, let the belly hit the thighs. Roll forward. Slide your hands to your shins. Come into your halfway lift. The crown of the head is going to reach towards the front of your mat as much as you can. Broaden the chest. Hug those shoulders together. Exhale, hands to earth. Step your feet back. Come into your plank. So whether you're on your knees or you're on your toes, find comfort in strength. We're not even finding comfort in discomfort. We're finding comfort in what it feels like for our body to gain this awareness. Take a deep breath in. Now on your exhale, we're going to lower all the way down to the ground. You pick your mode of transportation, but see if you can draw those elbows towards the ribs. Chest hits before the belly. Anchoring into the glutes, squeeze down. Tops of the feet press down. Inhale, baby cobra, head, shoulders lift up. And exhale to release down. Inhale, push up, tabletop position. Exhale, down dog. Pedal the feet. Take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. And as you exhale, step the foot towards the front of your mat, using blocks, using anything that feels right for you. Shifting that weight forwards, backwards, option to release left knee down to the earth. Squeeze the front leg, back leg in towards each other. Really fire up those legs. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, reach that right hand up to the sky. Take away the pressure from the left hand by pushing up, using your core. And then start to circle out that right arm. Big, gigantic, sweeping circles, or not. It's always the option. Notice if you shifted to the outer edge of your right foot. Bring the awareness back to the center point of the foot. Next time you have a deep breath in, reach that right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, right hand comes down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen the right leg. Inhale to bend, right knee. And exhale to lengthen. Inhale to bend. And then exhale, lengthen. Drop the head towards the right knee. Really wide-legged forward. Parishvatanasana. Maybe wiggle the hips, see what that feels like for you. Now on your inhale, bend that right knee. Lift your hips up a little bit. Step that left foot to meet the right. 1, 2, 15 steps, it's all good. Bend those knees on your inhale, roll up to standing. Arms spiral up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand up tall. Use the ground to springboard you up. Exhale, sink down into your chair. 2 more times. Inhale up and exhale, chair. Last time. Inhale up and exhale, chair. Pause in the chair for a second. Offer that little hint of a bounce. Find that springiness that we have within our own bodies. So I always think about it. I compare all my physical and mental things that I do with yoga. And so a lot of times I think about that springiness. Like as I run, I think about lifting up instead of pushing down into the earth. Things that defy gravity. So think about how we defy gravity by lengthening up and away from the earth. Give yourself 3 more breaths, finding that pulse, that strong little bounce. And then pushing into the ground. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Slide hands to the shins. Come into your halfway lift. Press the hips away from crown of the head. Exhale, hands to earth. Step feet back. Come into your plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, high plank, low plank, or all the way down. Flip the feet. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog. No pressure in the lower back. Exhale to your down dog. Pedal out the feet. Take a deep breath in. And out. Bring feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, sweep left leg up. Exhale, step it to the front of your mat. Grab those blocks. They always help me. Take that front leg, back leg, squeeze them in towards each other. Option to release right knee down to the earth. It's always there. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, spiral the left arm up to the sky. Start to circle out the left arm, the shoulder. Notice what it feels like. Do your hips lift? Can you stay down low? See what it feels like. Maybe it feels uncomfortable. Maybe we get comfortable with that strength. Root down into that left foot. Next time you have a deep breath in, reach that left arm up to the sky. As you exhale, plant left hand down. Again, neutralize the hips on your inhale. As you exhale, lengthen the front leg. Inhale to bend. And exhale to lengthen. 2 more times. Inhale to bend. And exhale to lengthen. And 1 more time. Inhale to bend. And exhale to lengthen. Drop head towards the left knee. Wiggle the toes. Where do you meet resistance? And how do you meet resistance? Inhale, bending into the left knee. Keep those hips up a little bit. And then anchor into that left foot. Step right foot to meet the left. Front of the mat, both feet. Inhale, bend those knees. Reach up to standing. And exhale, hands come to our heart space. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, chair, twist open to the right. Inhale, stand up tall. And exhale, twist open to the left in your chair. Inhale, stand up tall. And exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, stand up tall. And exhale, twist open to the left. 1 more time, each side. So as you stand up tall, squeeze those quads, reach up to the sky. As you exhale, keep those knees even. Press the hips back. Doesn't have to be extreme twist. Inhale up. And exhale to the left. Inhale, stand up tall. This time, palms together. Swing them behind the back of your head. And then lean back. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis. Instead of thinking about this as being a back bend, think about this as being a heart opener. What is going to open up your heart today? Use the breath to help stretch, to help it grow. Give yourself one more deep breath in and out. On your inhale, reach those arms up, and then exhale, sink into your chair. I'm going to take my jacket off for this. It's like 60 out here. It's getting warm. Getting a little warm. So we are going to do, and you can have a couple different modifications for this. We're going to tap our left foot back and then take our left hand, tap it down to the earth inside of the right foot. And then you can either come all the way up to standing or stay in your squat, and we'll switch the other side. So tap right hand, right foot back, and step it in. And then tap left and tap it in. Right, tap, and left, tap. So the foot that's going back can sustain a lot of weight here. And notice how I'm not talking about breath. Just breathe. So find whatever natural pattern feels right for you. And we're going to go for another 30 seconds. And maybe you hinge forward more, really load up that stationary glute, that stationary leg for that hot second before switching. You could even have it as a balance if you felt like you're like, let's try something else. Why not? Switch it up. You have 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, stand up. Relax shoulders away from the ears. And notice the beating of your heart. Take a deep breath in and out. And one more deep breath in and out. On your inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, chair. Loading up that right leg, slowly lift that left knee up and then the foot. Feel what it's like to have this single leg squat. Take a deep breath in. And then stand up tall on your exhale. Hands to hips or heart space. Draw shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, kick the left foot to the front of your mat. See if you can peel those toes towards the shin. I don't care, foot can go down. You can stay up tall. Whatever feels right for you. Inhale, bend the left knee. As you exhale, plant the foot back into warrior 3. So just press it back, I should say. Hands can stack on top of the right thigh or open. Inhale, knee comes into chest. Exhale, kick it out to the front. Inhale, bend. And exhale, kick it back. Pausing here, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, plant back into our crescent lunge. Arms sweep up to the sky. And you can bend both knees a little bit more. Maybe even straighten and bend that right leg. Circle at the shoulders. Taking and bringing right hand to the hip. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, reach over towards the right side. Tuck the pelvis. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, hands come down to the earth. Bending deeply into the right knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, right arm up to the sky. Inhale, release it down. Exhale, drop the left heel to the right. Come up. Inhale, warrior 2. Take a deep breath in. And out. Flip the front hand up to the sky. Inhale, right hand up, left hand down to the leg, or anywhere that feels comfortable. And then as you exhale, right elbow down to right knee, left arm sweeps up, bicep to ear. Lean back in the left shoulder. Take another deep breath in, torso comes up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, down all toes to the left side of your mat. Open up the palms, chest up to the sky. As you exhale, hinge forward, lead with your heart. Lower head, neck, shoulders down. Shake out the head, yes, no. And if you chose and like to do those side lunges, you can feel really good on the body. Or maybe it feels good to find stillness. Wherever you are, notice the currents of energy that just flow through you. Notice, again, where we meet resistance, how we meet resistance. And then bending those knees and slowly rolling up to standing. We're going to have all toes face the back of your mat. So that's to the left. Now, shift onto that left foot. Root that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Start to press back in our figure four stretch. Hips press back. And then hands can go anywhere. I usually bring my right hand on my right knee. The left arm hand goes on the ankle. Notice how the toes might quiver. So Care Bear stare. Find a spot to stare at that's unmoving. And let that be the anchor, the guide. There's no judgment from it. It's just there to connect you. Give yourself a deep breath in and see if you can press back into that right glute a little bit more. And then slowly lifting to come up, unhook the right foot, step open into Goddess. As we step open into Goddess, sink down, get yourself comfortable. Take a deep breath in and out. So we're gonna do something kind of funky. Imagine that. So stay with me. It's a lot of cross-body work, which I personally love. So I'll go really slow. Whatever you do, just keep moving. So if it doesn't work out, we build on it, okay? Hands are gonna go right, left. You're gonna lift the right knee as your hands cross to the right. Plant it down, left, right, lift the left, hands to the left. So right, left, lift the right, left, right, lift the left. Right, left, lift the right, left, right, lift the left. Right, left, lift the right, left, right, lift the left. So whatever you're doing, hopefully this gets you out of your brain. Maybe it gets us in there. But we're moving our body. So whether you're just going at your own pace, you can go a little faster, or you can stay at an even pace. It's like rubbing your head, patting your belly. Do it with a smile. It looks like you know what you're doing. And isn't that life? We don't get instructions on how we live our life. So all we can do is just do what feels right. We have 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Come into center. All toes face the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Hands down, step back into your plank. Drop knees, press back, child's pose. Just give yourself a breath. And out. Inhale, press yourself up, tabletop, tuck to plank. Exhale, high plank, low plank. Flip the feet, inhale, up dog or cobra. exhale to your down dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Slowly walking your feet or hop, skip, or jump to the front of your mat. Bending those knees, inhale, rolling up to standing. Exhale, sink into your chair. Shifting the weight over to that left leg. Start to lift that right heel up. Let it go up for the ride. Lift off the ground. Bend deeper into the left knee. And then slowly stand up tall. Hands to hips or at heart space. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, kick the right foot to the front of your mat. Again, it can go anywhere. Even if it lowers, we're working on stabilizing. Inhale to bend into the right knee. Exhale, press back, warrior 3. Kick it back. Care Bear stare, someplace on the ground. Inhale, bend into the right knee, torso up. Exhale, kick it to the front. One more time. Inhale to bend. Exhale, kick it back. 2 breaths. I'm here with you. Anchor. Soften the jaw. One more breath. This time, as you exhale, plant the foot down. Come into your crescent lunge. As you find crescent lunge, maybe it feels good to bend and straighten the left leg. There's something so beautiful about this morning. Sometimes we shy away from weather. This is perfect. Literally perfect. I wish you were here, but I'm happy that you're also here. Here, there. Bring your left hand to your hip. On your inhale, sweep that right hand up to the sky. As you exhale, lean up and over to the left side. Draw shoulders away from the ears. Lateral stretch, that's a side stretch, in this crescent lunge. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground. Rooting down into the feet, squeeze those inner thighs together on your inhale, exhale, left arm sweeps up to the sky. Lift the corners of your mouth. It doesn't hurt, so it has to help, right? And as you exhale, release the hand down. You're gonna drop your right heel to the left, and on your inhale, open up into your warrior 2. So as we come into our warrior 2, find your grounding. What drives you today? Flip that left hand up to the sky and reach it up. Maybe it's just that we're connecting into our breath. Connecting back to the simplicity of being you. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow down to left knee. Right arm sweeps up, bicep close to the ear. Draw that right shoulder down and back. Tuck the pelvis. Inhale, torso comes up. Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, all toes to the right side of your mat. Let the palms flip up to the sky or interlace them behind your back. As you exhale, hinge forward. As you hinge forward, hands can come down anytime you want, but maybe you play around with hugging those shoulder blades together, getting shoulders away from the ears, dropping them down, and then releasing anytime that feels right for you. Give yourself another deep breath in and out. Slowly bending those knees. Inhale, rolling up to standing. This time as we roll up, all toes go to your right. So as we bring our toes to our right, anchor into the right foot, left ankle sweeps up and over onto the right thigh. Press the hips back. Notice what that feels like. To shift back more, to press further back into the left glute, to have a conversation rather than an argument with our body, to just appreciate where we are, as we are, whether we stumble or whether we feel, quote unquote, triumphant. This is your life. enjoy the stumbles, the trips, and the times that we stand tall. Pressing up to standing. Unhook the foot. This time, we're just going to step left foot to the back of your mat, hands down to the ground. Step that right foot back as well. Coming into our plank. Pausing here in our plank, we're going to do a little bit of core exercise before we get on our back. So, first thing you can do, static plank. Second thing, you can drop right knee down, lift, drop the left, lift, drop, and alternate. And the third, we can come into some mountain climbers. I'm gonna look at my time so we stay true to time. So time's gonna start now. Finding any variation that feels right for you. Now if you come into mountain climbers and it feels like tough business, you can always come into knees or switch or do anything that feels right for you. Get the shoulders away from the ears and breathe. That's all you have to do. And if you're going fast in mountain climbers, maybe go slow or bring them over to the sides. Keep breathing. We have 15 more seconds. So keep pedaling those feet, alternating, switching, pausing. This isn't about the quantity of what we're doing, it's the quality. So what's your quality? For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop knees down, press back into your child's pose. Just giving permission to let the dust settle around you. So we cannot control so many things in life. But what we can do is guide. So maybe guide your breath to expand and stretch. Guide your awareness back to compassion and love. Slowly pressing up into your tabletop position, we're going to bring those legs forward. We're going to roll onto our backs. So as we roll onto our backs, you can find any way down that feels right for you. Hug those knees in towards your chest. Let them rock side to side. Circle out the ankles. So for me, yoga is this work in. We work into our bodies to see how we can own them in a way where we find this inner sense of compassion and joy. We can own this moment. And when I mean owning, it means we just stand in the glory of all that there is right here and now. Slowly letting the soles of your feet come together. The knees can open into the sides of your mat, and you might take blocks, bring them underneath the knees, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Invite the weight of the legs to just press those hips open. I personally like to bring blocks under my knees, especially for this position. I can open up my hips pretty wide, but there is something that's very comforting for my body to know where the ground is. So a lot of times, if you just offer, even if you don't need it, quote unquote, bring a block under there and notice that the body is going to soften more by accepting help. If only our minds knew that. Help is a beautiful thing. You ever think about in this world how beautiful it is when you get to help someone else, and how it makes you feel good to be able to offer yourself to have this service. Yet sometimes we're so apprehensive of accepting help. Isn't it funny how that works out? Slowly letting those knees come together. And we'll do the opposite direction. Let the knees come together and let the feet open to the wide sides of the mat, and just kind of let them windshield wiper in a few times. then let the feet come into a neutral position. This is the second time we're doing this today. We're going to find our figure 4 stretch. Right ankle on top of the left thigh. Keep the cross, hug the legs into the chest. You can interlace your hands behind the back of the left leg. I personally like to grab onto my right knee and my right foot. That way I can rock it side to side, and that just helps to coax open those tighter muscles, those tighter sensations. And it's not in a forceful way. It's in a moving, flowing way. I'm not rigid with my body. I'm trying to find that state of current energy running through me. It's true. And then slowly release the left foot down, uncross the right, and we'll switch to the other side, bringing the left ankle on top of the right thigh, keeping that cross, hug the legs in towards the chest. Notice if your shoulders are hanging on for whatever reason in this position, let them go. Notice what it feels like, those layers of energy, of sensation that just soften into the earth. Notice maybe even that drawing of life that tries to tug you in its direction to say there's more to be done for this day. But if we don't pause in this moment, then life just rushes past us. Releasing the right foot down, uncross the left. So we are going to hug our knees in towards our chest and drop them over towards the left side. As you drop them over to the left side, come into a fetal position, bringing a support pillow arm underneath the left side of your head. Kick the right foot towards the glute and grab onto the sole, or the top of the foot, I should say. Finding a quad opening stretch. Press the right hip flexor forward. Oh, I felt a little droplet of rain. It's nice. Our plants, the earth needs it right now. It's good if we get a couple days of rain, because coming up, it looks like we're going to have fabulous weather. You know, if we didn't have those moments of rain, we might not appreciate the sun as much. So from here, release the right foot, stack it on top of the left, and let the torso, the right shoulder, drop down to the earth, finding your twist. And if you find that that right shoulder is having a hard time coming down towards the mat, press into the back of your head and your elbows and wiggle the shoulders into a place of more comfort. Give yourself 2-3 breaths right here. And we'll slowly start to lift our knees up, and we'll come into that fetal position facing towards your right. Kick the left foot in towards the glute. And so this is a little bit of a hint of that laying down supported dancer's pose. You're trying to encourage the left hip flexor to press towards the right side of your mat. Kick the foot in towards the hand, and the hand is equally finding pressure back towards the foot. And if you can't reach the foot, you can always grab onto your pant leg or use a tie, a towel, anything that is going to make it a little bit more supportive for you is important. Take a deep breath and bring it right to that left quad, the left upper thigh. And then release the foot, stack the knees, drop the left shoulder down towards the earth. Again, you might press into the back of the head, elbows to wiggle that upper body into a better place. And just let the residue of this practice just seep into the mat. And then lifting the knees and evening out the back. Hug those knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And then we'll slowly release into our Shavasana. Let the palms open up and even reach those arms a little further away from the body. Let the eyes close. Let any sense of forcefulness, any sense of pushing forward, let it just seep into this moment. Letting breath mingle with breath. Letting go of what happened or didn't happen. What's to come or what's already been done. Invite the body to take in just a little bit more air. And let your mouth, your lips separate and sigh it out. And as you take another deep breath in, start to wiggle fingers and toes. Or maybe you choose to stay as you are. Just a beautiful thing. There's no rush. Maybe you start to guide yourself into a fetal position. And maybe stay there. Or come and meet me in seated. Bringing hands to stack on your heart space and gently bow your head. A marvelous, wonderful world. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May we offer thanks and gratitude for each step we take, for each breath we have, for the connections that we share. May we bow our heads. Thank you so much for joining me here. All that I am bows to all that is within you. Namaste.